Hello everybody, it's just after 5 a.m. right now, and I wanted to stop and tell you about some extreme Japanese courtesy that I know of. The Japanese, of course, are famous for their courtesy, their consideration of others, their the polite behavior in almost every setting. And there's a man in our neighborhood that deserves some recognition for his exceptional behavior. He is our newspaper delivery man. When I was a boy, growing up in the States, newspapers were delivered by boys and girls on bicycles, and I was one of them. And I remember riding through the early morning streets, dark just like this, carrying my bicycle with my bag of newspapers, and tossing newspapers. And I was just a boy, and I didn't have much concern for much of anything back then. And I remember sometimes banging the front door with the newspaper, making a loud thwonk. I'm sure it must have woke people up, but I was just a kid, so I guess I can be excused a little bit. And but no one can accuse our newspaper delivery man. He's a full-grown man my age, and newspapers are typically delivered by adult men here in Japan, sometimes women as well, and they're on scooters. They don't use bicycles. They're typically on scooters, sometimes in cars, but mostly on scooters. They have big racks on the front where they carry the newspapers. And our newspaper, and they do a great job. I mean, if there's any chance of rain, it's all bundled up. It's nicely folded, deposited carefully in the mail receptacle or in a safe, nice place. And they're very cautious about noise. Our neighborhood, it consists of several houses in our apartment building that are on a very small street. It's a very quiet part of the community, and it's a very narrow little area. And our newspaper man, I can sometimes spot him early in the morning like this, pushing his scooter up the hill. It's a little uphill slope towards our place, from the houses down below up to our area. He's pushing this heavy scooter with all the newspapers inside, and he stops when he sees me, and he bows "Ohayo gozaimasu" and gives me an "Ohayo gozaimasu." And you may wonder, why is he pushing this heavy scooter when he's a busy newspaper guy? Why is he pushing it around? A perfectly capable scooter. And my wife was talking to him once, and asked him about this, and I don't know how she asked him, but it came up, and he said he does that in order, because there's so many houses nearby, he doesn't want the noise of his scooter to wake anybody up in the houses, especially any children that may be sleeping that early in the morning. It's like 5 a.m. in the morning, or a little before. Can you believe that? Isn't that special? Isn't that amazing? Someone, actually pushing their scooter through the neighborhood in order not to wake anybody up. And I just ran into him again, and he gave me a very polite bow and a courteous behavior. And this behavior isn't just with our newspaper guy, and he doesn't treat me and everyone else that way because he's our newspaper man. There's several competing news agencies in our area, newspaper delivery agencies, and they all do the same thing. And I don't know if the other guys push. I haven't seen any other guys pushing, but the other guys will all give us a polite bow and very courteous, exceptionally polite for my standards. But for Japanese standards, it's just par for the course, I guess. Don't you think so? Shishimai? I don't know what the lion thinks, but that's what I think. Okay. You all have a great day. I'm going back to the darkness. See ya.